Well, it happens.
We back for the 3P. Let's go.
Everything conceivable.
Turn that shit up, bitch. Big face beats.
MJ shit though, right? Yeah. We'll talk about it in the studio with the RecBoys though. It's showtime.
They the hottest DJ
We're
out
gonna let the
here.
horns go, right? Okay, look. I try to tell them nobody do it like these guys, so I'll explain it with La Sicaria. Two languages so y'all can get hit both ways.
Hit for the heat.
So we don't care if you throw shade. The RecBoys got it locked again. I'm talking the hottest guests, independent artists to the executive gems.
En la calle con el show número uno. Poniendo la presión como el sumo de Nicolás.
That's every Wednesday at 7. We're independent from past to present to future. Don't let me lose you, the show is fire.
You catch Rec o get Rec, el mundo se prepare. Estamos internacional, nadie que se compare.
And they throw you the trivia, so you gotta be sharp. Chris think he know it all, so beat him and you quiet as
En
bar.
las estaciones FM, YouTube and Facebook Live. Yeah, DJ Shot and Mr. Catch Rec, thank you for watching.
RecBoys.
What's AKA Catch Rec?
And DJ RecBoy Shot.
So, RecBoys? Like, I love you in my heart every day, motherfucker.
RecBoys.
The RecBoys.
RecBoys. Tap in with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio with Catch Rec.
What's shaking my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec. We are the RecBoys. Happy hump day. Happy last Wednesday of the month. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That's what
it's that time. I'm laughing. My bad. I'm laughing at Teresa. She said I'm finally here. Got here during the intro. Yeah, you know, I was thinking Teresa was only tuning into us for the trivia. That was my thought process.
Really?
Yeah, I was able, which is cool. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, oh, all right, she really liked the trivia. That's dope. You know, everybody like they, you know, some people like coffee, some people like tea, some people don't drink neither. They like water. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. So how you feeling this week, man?
Oh man, blessed, stressed. You know what I mean? My little man got into a car accident last night. I can't even say my little man.
Is he good?
Yeah, nah, he good. Thank God. You know what I mean? I can't call him my little man. Something bigger than me. He not, you know, like chubby like me, but you know, tall as me. About ready to graduate, 17th.
Nice.
You know what I mean? About ready to be actually going to college in New York, so that's super dope. But yeah, I can't call him my little man, but that's always gonna be my little man. Yeah, got into a little accident not little. The car might be totaled. I'm waiting to see what's going on with the insurance company, but you know, grace to God, him and his people was cool. Everything, you know, they were safe. Nobody got hurt, so bless him.
I'm glad that Chris is good money.
Yeah, nah, his man's too. Those are my little people, man.
No. Everybody's safe and everybody's good. We just had a conversation though about the car, didn't we?
Yeah, he actually, it was prom weekend and we lend him the X7 to go, you know, hang out, do his thing and you know, everything was cool. We went out, he had the car the whole weekend. He wasn't home the whole weekend. They rented an Airbnb, him and his peoples. You know what I mean? They had each of them rented different cars. He just took our car, you know what I mean? One of his mans rented a Vet. His other man rented I think it was a Camaro or BMW. So they all had different cars in the Airbnb chilling all weekend. And then, you know, last night, what was that, Tuesday? You know, he got into his shit.
Wow.
Thank God it wasn't, well, like you said, thank God they okay, but thank God it wasn't my car. You know what I mean?
That's what
like,
you listen.
I mean,
when you're telling me this, I'm like, okay, well, he said he was okay. All right, well, let's get to it because we just had the conversation about whose car he's gonna take, and it was funny because you telling me you told me exactly how it went down, and you asked him, well, are you telling me or you asking? And he was like, well, you know, kind of both. And it's funny because when you told me that, the first thing that went off in my head was like, yeah, that's your son because that's how you talk to me sometimes. Sometimes
you stupid.
sometimes you say some sick shit like, no, it's both. But you know, God bless him. I'm glad that he's safe. Did he have a good trip? Did he have a good time though? At least.
Yeah, nah, he came back and he was, you know, he ain't tell me. That's one thing, man. He's like, that's why he's like me. He's closed off. He don't, you know, speak a lot on what he does. You know what I mean? But he's like, yeah, I had a good time with the car. And I'm like, I could only imagine. I'm like, I didn't want to know, bro. When when you want to chop it up, I'm here. But
No,
yeah,
that's
you got to go clean my car. That's how that went. You know what I mean? Like, that's how that went. I need my shit clean. I can't
no,
have you Mars
absolutely,
driving
especially
around
your
and
shit.
nothing
I
crazy.
can imagine how
No,
you
it's
get.
not. It's my wife's car. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
our car, but that's the one she predominantly drives. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, yeah, you gotta make sure you get your mom shit right.
gotcha.
Get your mom shit
Gotcha.
right. But one thing I want to touch on because I think it's super dope. I've been out here in Florida, going on like 15 years, I think now. In this specific town that I'm in, I've been here 6 years. You know what I mean? And doing what we've done, and you know what my wife has done, our families have done in the community. Like just to give a recap, like we was part of the Chamber of Commerce in 2011. My wife was on the board. She got the accidents, you know what I mean, for all that. Like we catch and wreck, and my wife specifically was involved in all that. You know what I mean? So all the community stuff, we were starting to get in the loop. We did a lot of community events, you know what I mean, which you still keep up to today and exceeded what we ever done. You know what I mean? So salute to you. But a few weeks ago, my son got into some shit with some police, right? They pulled him over, racial profiled him. You know, we doing what we got to do as parents. But today I got reached out to and I got invited to community connection night. And what it is it pretty much going to be a panel where we get to pretty much question the cops and have a conversation with the police of the town and try to figure this out. You know what I mean? So I'm humbled and you know, I feel like it's a great sense of responsibility, you know what I mean, for them to reach out to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? To go be a part of this panel. So that's gonna go down tomorrow. You know what I mean? So that's super dope. I just wanted to make sure I spoke on that tonight because a lot of people talk some shit, but a lot of people don't do no shit. And I'm all about see something, say something, do something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited about tomorrow, man.
No. That's what's up. We're gonna keep you in our prayers. And make sure that God speaks through you, and get everything out. You get what I'm saying? Because it's important. And like you said, a lot of people have they have questions, they have concerns, but one, they don't know how to go about addressing them, whether it's lack of information when the town meetings are, how do you get into the town meetings and stuff like that. So with you being invited, that's super dope in itself. That means somebody else already knows that you would make an excellent person to, voice the opinion of the community. So that's super duper dope.
Me. He's actually a coach, and he started a football program out here in Haines City. I'm out here in Haines City, Florida, which is pretty close, like 45 minutes from Orlando, hour to Tampa. Like I'm in the middle. They call it heart of Florida. We dead smack in the middle, right? So he's seen what happened with my son a few weeks ago, and his friends. He coached my kids and his friends. You know what I mean? So he know these kids ain't no malicious kids. You know what I mean? Right. And it so happened when I went to the precinct to go do, what I had to do, file my complaints and talk to who I had to talk to, he was in the precinct. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking by how he seen I was talking, how I was like I spoke about this a few weeks ago on the show. It's communication, bro. Like one thing comes from where we come from, we didn't learn how to communicate. Like, and I tell this to my wife all the time. I'm like, yo, listen, man, how I was raised and how I was taught was like when you feel offended or you feel your back is against the wall, you just react. I wasn't taught to talk and have a and I'm not gonna blame that on my parents. Like I'm not. I just can't do that. It's just the environment I was in, what I seen. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't no, yo, son, let me try to figure out what's going on now. Let me make sure I could go home. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, this ain't gonna be no somebody calling my parents, something happened. Like, nah, I'm gonna make sure I gotta do, you know what I mean? So it's different times. But as I got older, I learned how to express myself and have conversation. You know what I mean? So I'm able to sit in these rooms facing what I was facing. Like, this shit was against my child. Back in the day, this shit would have been like, I wouldn't have known how to handle this. I'm not gonna hold you. I wouldn't have known how to handle it. You know what I mean? Now I could go and sit down and like walk in that station and have a civilized conversation with them. Like, yo, bro, like, not like in this way, but like, yo, you fucked up. I did it in a way better way, you know what I mean? But point blank period, like this is what it is, you know what I mean? So to be able to have that conversation,
right?
Be super. I'm gonna see if I could go live when I do it on my personal page because I do want to get more active in this community. I'm gonna be here. I'm here. So it don't even make sense.
Nice. Yo, listen, find out what's going on. PTA, trustee, something. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's once you know better, you have to do better, and then and that's the hard part. You get what I'm saying? Getting the knowledge is the easy part. It's putting the knowledge to
But I
work.
wouldn't say that's easy. Yeah. There you go. You something that I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, putting it to work is the hard part. How many people like prime examples. Everybody knows smoking is bad. Now, when it comes to quitting smoking, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, we know everybody that smokes knows smoking is bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to quitting, it's like, yo, you know better, so you kind of got to do better. But the action comes a little bit further behind. You get what I'm saying? But the more you are, your actions go by what you say and what you stand for, the better. Shout out to Dev. Dev Williams. He catching Mr. Catch Rec for mayor.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nah. That's more like my wife. Honestly, that's more like
okay.
Yeah,
but shout out to Dev. He took the journey down south, opened up his own company, and I was congratulating him, and he was like, yo, you kind of sparked it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's dope. And we have numerous of conversations, about just life period, comes to get this cut. But I didn't know that, because of my actions, that it sparked him to go.
It's dope to learn something like that, though, right?
Absolutely. I had to hit him in the inbox, like, yo, dude, not only, like, I already told him that I'm super duper proud of him on his post, but I had to reiterate, like, yo, dude, you know how many people that I speak to all the time, and we have the same conversations that me and you have,
and you think it's going nowhere.
No,
I know what you're talking about.
Out of 100, it lands. So just to know that it landed, it makes it even worth to keep going. So and it's the same thing.
Salute to him, man. Salute to him.
No, but yeah, absolutely. But I say that to say that once you get in, you never know where it could lead you. You get what I'm saying? Or because of you just speaking out about it, could lead to somebody else who goes and says, yo, I want to run for trustee. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's true.
super duper dope.
It's
go ahead.
You gotta like, I've been telling people for a while, like it's weird. You know this, you know me, like the circumstances that I lived or I put myself through, the choices I made. Let's put it like that. The choices I made have made it to where I felt like I couldn't be on Front Street. You know what I mean? Because that lifestyle you can't be out there like that. If you're out there like that, that's what it leads you the one way, right? Like, so everybody can't know you. You can't be as vocal. You can't be as what you call it. Now I can. And I tell you what, I don't give a fuck unapologetically. I'm not gonna lose another fucking family member, another friend, another nobody that I know to some bullshit because these motherfuckers think they in control and they really not. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And again, it's gonna be said in a better way, but we got to figure this out, how we could come to a common ground. Because, bro, we don't need them. And I hate to say this shit on this live, but we don't, because this shit becomes kind of dangerous. Like, the power is in numbers, but like, for y'all who know me, y'all know I be talking this type of shit. I just don't talk this type of shit on Facebook. Like, you know what I mean? But bro, it's as long as over, like, enough is enough. Like, and when it becomes enough, when one of your family members are affected.
See, that's the bad part. There's no organization. So then, the sense of community over the years has gotten weakened. But it's all from the weakening of the family structure. That's a whole nother show. That sounds like a Tea Time with Bunky show. Speaking of,
I can't wait till we go over there.
I know we there next week. Calm down.
Oh, it's next week?
Yeah, next week, dude. We good.
I was gonna hit y'all for the reminder. Like, yo, let me know what day.
Yo, listen.
What day we committed to.
Just remember, we're gonna do the drop. We're gonna do one together and then we do one separate. That way we could get it out the way, because Bunky.
$50 a drop. Send it an invoice. $50 a drop.
Listen, I'm not messing with Bunky. Like that, she's off. By the time we get on the show, she gonna see Michael like 10 times. She might come on the show with the glove. So, but make sure you guys tap in next week, next Thursday, 7 p.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live. Tea time with Bunky. We will be live. Rec Boys sitting down to have some tea with Bunky.
I ain't drinking no tea, but I'm gonna
Okay.
be there in the building. I'm excited, man, because again, I'm not an outgoing. I'm not gonna say I'm not an outgoing person, but I'm not an open person. You know what I mean? So now with this endeavor I can't say now because we've been doing it for a minute, but I'm starting to let people know more about Mr. Catch Rec. You know what I mean? And maybe they won't tell me what I used to hear for years. Yo, you unapproachable. Like we not that they scared, but I have heard that. But like, people they're scared to come say something. I don't want that. But what we got tonight, man? Because I know you got some dope topics.
We got all different types of stuff. We got we can run down some of the stuff that we posted and we asked questions throughout the week.
All right.
All right, let's see what we got over here. What is this? Let me see what you set up here. Finish the sentence. At this point, I'm not arguing with nobody who still drop your answer below. What was your answer when you posted that? What was that about?
It's kind of like again, salute to Devin and his wife and his beautiful family. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like that conversation. I'm not sitting there going back and forth with somebody when I'm trying to tell you. Like I'm not gonna keep I'm done with repeating the conversation. Like we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when it's gonna benefit you. And again, everything don't work for everybody. But I'm done with that.
Man, I'm done with niggas.
Explain, Shy.
Nah,
you sound like you just let out mad stress right there. Explain.
Nah, I'm done with niggas. I'm done with ignorant people. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about people who don't know any better. I can shout out to Dave. Dave said
he said Trump supporters.
Trump. Okay. You done with him? Explain. Me, I'm done with niggas. I'm done with ignorant people. I'm done really having them around my personal life. You get what I'm saying? I can't, I have to be around people for my profession. No, I'm saying.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, how
so I can't. I can't get too crazy. Right. But personally, like really, really personally, over the last couple of years, the last 3 years, I've shrunken my circle, and I have one circle, and then I have an outer circle outside of that, and that outer circle is shrinking. My inner circle is what it is. That's never going to change. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to see that it's not even. It's like it's time, and that's the one thing that I can't get back. So if we're gonna deal with ignorance, and in exchange for my time, nah, I'm not with it. That's a loss for me. So I'm clipping all losses. I don't believe it. That's like throwing money away. So that's why
Monkey says she don't have time for that conversation anymore.
That's Dave.
For any reason. Oh, that's Dave. My bad. Okay. Salute to Dave. Okay, he don't want to talk about it no more.
He said men versus women earlier, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And for Dave to get mad, that means because Dave is always a good, in my opinion, a good person to debate with. You know what I mean? So for him not even want to debate with you, you must have got him mad as fuck.
Yeah.
Which I've been trying to do for 20-something years and I can't do. So that means you good as fuck if you could do that. Because I raised Nas is trash. I raise bait him every week.
Yo,
it
listen,
don't work.
It's funny because we were in here talking yesterday, and we were talking about something with Nas, and I accidentally said the lost tapes when I meant to say the lost tapes too. And he was like, yo, don't do that to me. Don't get like Chris. And I'm like, yo, calm down. I made a mistake. And I'm like, maybe, does he know that you be trolling him?
Probably not. Damn. Well, we just said it now. Nah. I
I
fuck with
mean,
Nas, but don't tell Dave that shit. He's that trash. The Lost Tape 2 though was bad. That's honest.
no, it's
Like,
part 2 though. It's not the first one. Bunky
yeah,
says
not
I
the
don't have
first one.
time for anything that's disturbing my peace. That's his. You hit it right on the head. That's the politically correct way to say it. I
You
just
know what's
don't.
crazy is though, and for everybody who feel like Bunky, you just alluded to it too. Like, it's crazy because we know what peace looks like or what peace should be for us, but when we really get to that point, it's like, is it sometimes too late?
Yeah. No, no. Well, listen.
What
Long
I
as
mean
you
by
think
too
that,
late,
yeah, yeah.
what
I'm
I
about
mean
to
by
say,
too late
yeah.
is like you just went to the bullshit, like, excuse me, for so long. Could have nipped that shit in the ass, like, you know what I mean. But nice personalities and wanting, different situations, different shit. But you get where I'm going. It's crazy because at time, like, I felt like that a lot, and it's like, damn, why? When I
Why
finally
it
hit
took
that
so
point, it's
long?
like, why the fuck did I like? I knew it, I seen it.
But that's the growth in you because you knew it and you seen it, and then you got to the point where it was like, okay, I'm not gonna allow what I know and what I see to
Yeah,
cloud my judgment. Like I know it's not good. So it's like the smoking thing again. I said don't confuse the two like Chris. Here he go, want to correct me.
yeah.
Child,
Just I mean, he a
Dave should have pulled up.
debater. Yeah,
He
he
should
a
have just
debate.
pulled up.
Yeah. Huh?
I said Dave should have just pulled up.
Yeah, he
It
got to
says
pay
it.
an appearance fee though.
Okay, listen, he got it. He good. That's
I know he
Ocean's dad.
got it.
That's
Yeah, right.
Ocean's
I
dad.
need to
Nigga,
call
that's
Ocean. You
Ocean's
right.
dad.
I
That's
gotta call
Ocean's
Ocean.
dad.
You right. I should call Ocean.
Buggy said it took a lot for me to get here. Answer, you're right, Chris. And you're right, Chris. Absolutely. So let's get into some news.
What you
We
got?
got some more questions that we posted, but did you see this? I'm gonna put it up big. Cardi B wants her next tour to sell like Bad Bunnies and tells people they are thinking too small. Shout out to Cardi. She just came off her um, award-winning record-setting tour. She sold out every date, so that's super duper dope. Thoughts?
I don't know what she means by it, to be honest with you, but it's super dope that she's setting that expectation like that.
Yeah, I just like the fact that she got off tour and she's already thinking about the next tour. Because sometimes rappers wait and they try to sit and then be like, all right, that was cool, but it's gonna take us 3 more summers, 3 more springs for you to come back out. That's not what it is.
But if you think about how her career went, and I don't know if it's because of the kids and shit, she is that, and what I mean by the older school type of artist is how she does her rollouts and shit is similar to that. She don't drop a lot of music.
This is only her second album.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like, she drops albums and then she uses those albums to prolong it throughout the years. You know what I mean? So you might see that again, which I think is super dope. My only gripe, not even gripe. The only thing I would like to see, bro, is she proves she has that following in that fan base. Like, all right, let's get away from the machine now and make, like, I asked this question. I don't know if you're gonna post this question, but it was like, yo, do you want 1 million streams or 100 followers that you know is gonna purchase your shit? I'm going with the 100 followers all day. Some people are gonna be fucked up and go with the bigger perception of 1 million streams, which turns out to be less than the sales of the 100 followers. You know what I mean? It's just a perception of it. You know what I mean? So, and again, an artist like her probably don't need the label no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's interesting to see where it's gonna go. I don't think
you think she doesn't. I don't know, man. It's hard without the label. Did you see Meek? He was talking about going independent.
Even for a guy like Meek, think about, every artist has a different split in their contract, but most of them is not favorable of the artist. You know what I mean? Like, they get in the 40s, the 45s, the 50s. If you're good, you're getting in the 70s, and then the label's getting 30. You know what I mean? So the splits you're getting, you're not really getting. Like, you're not getting a lot of it. And then with the streams, you need a certain amount of plays to even make a fucking penny. You know what I mean? So they're spending all this money. They're putting up all this shit. You gotta fucking do crazy streaming numbers to make anything so that they can recoup. So if you're putting out independently, and all that shit is coming back to you 100%. If you sell a quarter of what they did streaming wise, you made more money.
Yeah, but like Meek is, you can see Meek's when he did have the push, you were seeing it everywhere. Mm-hmm. When he didn't have the push, the shit was 28,000 sales.
Which is fine if it's 28,000 sales for his pocket. He made more money than he did on the label. It's 100% his. And I'm not saying, and don't get this fucked up. By any means am I saying
the numbers.
By any means am I not saying it's not good to have partners, whether that's the label, whatever. I'm not saying that, because 1% of something is better than 0% of nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, as an artist or even an entrepreneur, like, yo, as an artist, I could go out and I could go get a deal and they could fucking front me $300,000, and I could go gold, and they make, let's say I signed a 70-30. Let's call it 60-40. They make 60, I make 40, whatever. You know what I mean? I sell 1 million copies at $1 a piece. I made $1 million with the label. They take 60% of that. I sell 2,000 copies. I'm not 2,000, 500,000 copies by myself. I made more money. I'm making more than 40%.
No, hold on. Yeah, but you have to have an infrastructure to be able to do that.
Correct. Yeah. I hope people don't get.
Yeah, and even then, like you're right in theory, but it takes money to make money.
Exactly.
So yeah, but if niggas ain't got no money, then they need to get the deal. It's like this is how I look at the deal. This is just me personally. Tell me if it makes sense for you. Mm-hmm. A deal to me is financing a car. You go, you pay on this car. You get what I'm saying? Anything that happens to this car, take it to the dealership. Everything is good money. You get what I'm saying? You go, oil changes, tire, all that good shit is included with your leasing of the car. Now, if you go out and buy the car outright somewhere else or used, now you got to pay for all of this other stuff. And if you have the money to maintain it, then it makes sense to go and spend $20,000 on the car that I own versus you're buying the same $20,000 car, financing it, and by the time you get done, you're paying $32,000. You get what I'm saying? It's the loan, it's the same thing. But now, if I get that car and I finance it, if my job pays for that financing to the point that it makes sense, then it makes sense. I pay off the car quicker, which with the label, I knock out their deals. You get what I'm saying? Their albums like Drake. Now that way, I'm up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and no, but the value, and why I say this is the value is the ownership. So to the same example that you just gave, you could go pay that payment on the car. The minute you leave the lot, the value depreciates. You really don't own it till you pay it off. You know what I mean? So now you're paying something, then you're paying the principal on it. So now you actually, it depends on the person's situation, but overall, some people, the percentage of people losing are higher. You know what I mean? Because throughout that time, something might happen, you can't pay the car, you lose it. That's the way. If you go get and I'm just going on an example that you gave me. If you go get $1,000 car, that might be a beater that you throw $20 in, but you own it, it's yours. There's value in that, more value than you have than paying something off until you own it.
Yeah, but it goes back to what you were saying. The independence of knowing what you can do. If I know I got a job to where this car is going to get me to my job so that what I'm paying is great for the car. You get what I'm saying? Because I know what I'm able to do. It's like Drake right now. He had to take the loan to go ahead and get the car, to go ahead and get the job, to now I got the money that I could pay off the loan faster. You get what I'm saying?
it does work. It does work. You're 100%. It does work for some. If we equate to what you're saying to music, it does work for some individuals. You know what I mean?
I
But I
mean,
think people get lost in the like even with owning a house, right? Like which is you go you get this 30-year fixed mortgage, or some don't get the fixed mortgage, but you really don't own the house until you pay the fucking house off,
right.
right? And even after that, when you pay it off, you still don't own it because you don't pay your property taxes. They take it. You know what I mean? So there's no ownership, and you know what I mean. But what they're trying to make is when you do actually acquire, or what they say in America, own the land when you pay off the loan, it's worth something. And honestly, the land is probably worth more than anything.
In your house.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So the power is in the ownership. It don't matter. And again, we'll go back to the scenario that you said, the oldness of the car, or yeah, I'm gonna go lease the new, I'm gonna go buy the new car. That don't matter. It's the ownership of that property is where the value's at. So again, now we go back to the music. If you can't do what you're saying. It's a lot of artists has been successful in that. You know what I mean? Go get the loan, and what you mean by the loan is the signing the contracts and all that. You know what I mean? But it goes back to what we always talk about on the show, right? What is success to you? Not you, the
yeah,
person.
no, exactly. Like some people are cool paying that car note. Me, I'd rather buy it outright. Like that's just me
I mean, if it
personally.
makes sense, we got to make
Yeah,
sound decisions, right? But at the
no,
end of the day, the I guess to put the bow on this is the value is in the ownership of whatever it is. You know what I mean? So we'll go back to the music because that's what it's about. If you own the music and you're spending the money and you're investing in yourself to go to the studio, you know, you're investing in yourself to go do the videos. Go sell it yourself. Like believe in yourself to go know that damn, I could go sell 100 copies at $10. That's $1,000. That's $1,000 more than you probably gonna get from streaming.
you know why that shit doesn't work? I'm gonna tell you straight, jacket. Since we on at this point, motherfuckers don't understand that it's the work. It's the work. People not like, okay, you can say,
I'm
yo,
gonna take
bro,
a shot. Talk to them because
yeah.
you
Nah, people don't want to put in the work. You could go and say, yo, listen, you could do it yourself. But a lot of people don't want to take the time to figure out how to do it correctly themselves. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Five. Me and Five were talking maybe like 7, 8 months ago. And you know Five. Five writes. He's been a writer as long as we've known him. Writes R&B, everything. And then a simple conversation where it was like, yo, maybe you should check out Suno. You know, and Five now. You see his work, you see that's just from a simple conversation. You get what I'm saying? So it's and he wanted to put in the work to learn to do it. So now, now he's getting paid to do it. And it's all from a simple conversation. But he put in the work. A lot of people don't want to put in the work.
yeah,
And,
or they try to relate themselves to other people. You can't.
yeah,
You can't.
well, no, unless you're talking about work ethic. That I agree. Like Kobe looked at Mike's work ethic and said, "What can I do to be better than Mike?" You know. So at that point, yeah, but that we gotta, we as a people have to get out of the laziness. We have to understand that there's only one way to get it, and that's to get up and get it.
Laziness and contentness. Stop being content, bro. Where you at right now, the shit might be super dope, but there's much, much more.
All right, on to the next. Since we're talking about tours and stuff, your boy Kanye West, all these shows are getting canceled. At this point, how you feel, homie?
I don't know, bro.
You read what you saw, right?
Yeah, no, 100% do, 100% too. But I kind of feel the same way with him. Like we were talking about Cardi. I don't think he needs all that. He could go, and again, that just might be his level of success. What success is right now. He could go sell out an arena. Let's call it 5,000 people at $40 a ticket, easy.
Yo, you know Ye made
What's the
32.
numbers? What's the numbers
Hold
I
on,
just
he
said?
made
40,
30.
40 seats times how many people I said?
No, hold on, I'm about to tell you. In his 2 LA shows, right?
Uh-huh.
He made 32 million just the 2 shows. What do you think is gonna be overseas though?
I don't know. I don't.
This is what I'm
Even with
saying,
him,
dude.
I was wondering. I was wondering, is there really cancel culture? Like Kanye is one of those people. Like, bro, no matter what he says, what he do, he always seems to be okay at the end,
You
and
think
whatever
this
that is,
is
okay.
culture?
No, but what I mean is think about everything he said about who he said, what he said. And those people
Yeah.
control this game. You know what I mean? So for him to say what he said, yeah, he lost the Adidas deal, but think about it, like bro's he's a billionaire. Like
Nah,
when he
he's just
lost,
dropped. Yeah, he's like
yeah,
600
but
something millionaire or
but he
something like that.
lost that now through that, and he's still good. And now you just say he made 32 mil. Like he's probably doing that independently because I don't think he signed either. I think he just got the management through Rock, and I
No,
could be
it's
wrong
him.
in this, my people. Yeah, but I think he
No,
got the
that's him.
management through Rock Nation, so he pays whatever that is. But like, bro, again, what is success? Like, yo, bro, we gotta stop looking at everybody else and figure out what that is for us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm keeping a buck with you. There's some people I know that's making well. I'll give you a real life example. I'm not gonna say no names. I got a family member who was out in Jersey, making well over 150,000 a year. Married, his wife made well over 150,000 a year. They left they crib, everything. Not left it because they rented out. They went to Puerto Rico, started all over. In the belief in themselves to go, do what they did. They started a business over there. They understood what success was to them. Yeah, they could have sat here and made over $500,000 a year between them in Jersey, and worried about the hustle and bustle, stressing every day, getting up, working for somebody else, doing what every American does. Or they could go and do that for themselves. Yeah, they might not make that 500,000 plus a year, but they are happy in their life and they're enjoying life way more because they understand what success is for them. I hope I make sense of what I said there. Did I?
Nah, you make sense. I'm just trying to figure out how we get into that with Kanye. Kanye is already successful.
But
My thing is,
he understands what it is for him. He don't. That's one thing I could admire about him, whether I agree with him or I don't. He don't give a fuck about what you think or what you say or anybody. It's what he feels for himself, and that's what makes Kanye Kanye, and that's what makes him as powerful to him.
yeah,
Fuck what we
and no.
feel.
Yeah,
All right,
and no,
explain.
because he came out and apologized. That's how he got back out.
Hey, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Second, my thing is, it's other countries. The people, the seats are sold. The culture is speaking. It's the government saying, nah, you're barred from here. You can't have this show here. Whoever booked you, yeah, we're stopping you as soon as your plane lands.
That's
and if
crazy.
you show up and you don't want to leave, it's a bunch of them. But my whole thing is, I think that Kanye might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew by going on those rants. And sometimes you got to be careful. Don't offend the wrong people. Because of course he has all this money in the world, but you still can't get into their countries. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but he could go buy and start his own
country.
He got enough money. He could buy a piece of property and do some shit. I don't know how that would work. I'm probably speaking on my ass, but he could go do some shit.
I was about to say 600 million might not be enough.
There's enough people around. Like, there's enough. That's the thing. That what you just said right there is the thing, is because people don't think shit is possible.
No, I didn't say it wasn't possible. I just said 600 million wasn't enough.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Anything motherfucker think of is possible. Just how you gonna do
it? It wasn't. I just said
no. I'm just saying. No. Yeah. I hear you.
Reaching everything conceivable. We say it every day. We live that shit. All right, on to the next. This one is interesting. Pusha T's reference track for Life of the Party resurfaces.
Life of the Party. Remind me what track that is.
That's with Kanye. But the same person who gave him the reference track is the same person who gave Drake the reference track.
Wait, explain. I'm lost.
Quentin Miller.
Yeah, I know that, but explain what we talking about. They saying somebody wrote for Pusha T?
Yeah. They gave him the reference track the same way they gave with Drake. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like, what do they call it? Biased judgment? You know, where it's okay
What do you
for,
mean it sound like bias? From who though?
I mean, did we hear the outcry?
My bad. I'm
Well,
over
what
here trying
happened?
to fix the shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't hear nothing about this, so I'm
Oh,
really looking for you to
that's
tell me like I didn't hear
but
nothing about it.
you heard about Drake.
Yeah, I heard about your cousin. I heard about
You're funny.
it.
You're a funny guy. You are super funny. That's funny.
Oh man,
But they got selective outrage.
nah, that's a fact.
I mean, that's what it's looking like, right? I could be wrong.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you. Just how I thought about your cousin, just how now I'm thinking about him. That I heard, and I don't know even if this to be true, but I'm definitely gonna go look now because that makes me think about him different if it is true.
Interesting. Interesting. Since you want to jump into it, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
I should have known you
Iceman,
had this shit as a topic.
May 15th. Dude, he did the ice sculpture. Did you see what's going on?
Nah, I
Did you
didn't.
see what's going on right now?
Nah, I didn't. Nah, no. You know, it's guys. That's one thing, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a fucking Drake hater because I'm not. But salute to what he does. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that agrees with what Game said. Like when he's not in the mix, it don't seem to be as fluent. And I'm not saying I'm in 100% in agreement with that, but I think he plays a little bit of the season in that. Certain
What?
artists do for me for that. What I
What?
mean by that is he
Hold on,
opens
hold
us
on.
up to a different demographic.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. He does what? I need you full screen for this. I need to
Nah,
understand.
I'm not saying that shit full screen.
Nah, nigga, go ahead.
Nah, fuck out of
No,
here.
explain this
Nah,
to me, nigga. Explain
nah.
this to me. Explain this logic to me. You're not gonna explain this logic to me?
Not on full screen, no.
I'm trying to.
No, there's certain artists, in my opinion, that open us up to different demographics. He's one of those artists.
Stop.
You don't agree with that? You don't agree with that? Or you just surprised that I said that?
No. No. I'm not jacking what you're saying right now for the reasons that you're saying it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me what you're talking about.
This shit been hold on. Let me see if I got it. Hold on. Let me see if I got it.
Don't get them to blank no shit if you play that. They'll blank that.
Nah, I'm not gonna play that. I'm trying to figure out, right? So check this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You telling me that Drake brings a little seasoning to the game? That's what you said.
I shouldn't call it seasoning because it's a little bland. It's a little bland. But he brings us a different. That's why I tried to say that. He brings us the different demographic.
I'm calling bullshit.
Nah, he does 100%.
No,
like the Eminems, like the vanilla, like there's a bunch of those artists.
Your reason, I'm calling bullshit on.
What do you mean reasoning for what?
I wouldn't say. I'm not saying that it's seasoning or demographic. Yo, my nigga, there hasn't been no rap songs in the last 2 years in the top 10. It's
Not
been
here.
boring. The party was over. No, hold on.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. The reason why I wouldn't say that is because again, a lot like what we were talking about earlier, a lot of these guys are doing the independent route. So you got these McMills and shit like that who are dropping songs that people don't know about because they're not going to look for because they don't have that push.
Clips drop.
Clips. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I get your point, but what I'm saying is it
No, I mean,
different magnitude of artists, and again different demographics.
Ross drop, French Montana drop with Max.
None of those artists that you saying are to the magnitude of Drake with the
Oh no,
impact.
I'm good. My whole thing is the party was over. Remember? They didn't want to be in-
Fuck
No,
out of here,
no, no,
son. I
no,
know
no,
where
no,
you
no,
going
no,
with
no,
this shit. Fuck
no,
out of
no,
here.
no, no, no. I'm just saying. They're looking forward to the PDF dropping. Like people were running with the narrative. And now, because we've had 2 solid years, numbers don't lie, facts don't lie. There hasn't been any good music since the battle.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
There hasn't been
okay,
any
well,
good music that has been
top 10.
promoted to the masses. I can't say a top 10. I will say there hasn't been a lot of good music because there's a lot of dope independent artists out here that is just not getting that look that the music is dope. They just don't have what you alluded to earlier. They won't have that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say there's not a lot of dope music happening. What I will say is, and I think we could agree, is there's not a lot of music that has made it to that top 100 hip hop wise on the commercial success,
right?
Yeah, and his numbers are not, I don't know if you got at the topic, but we chop it up one day about that.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying there.
I hear you, and I'm not disagreeing.
Years,
I just think,
and
I think he does that
because I'm just talking about what we've witnessed in the last 2 years as far as quality of music. The slap for the summer was what? They Not Like Us. That was 2 summers ago, right? What has there been since? And I say this only because there was hip hop was torn at this battle. And it wasn't even about the lyrical, it was more so of the state of hip hop. And people were saying, I know what I saw a lot of was this was the changing of the guards. This is when real hip hop comes back. This was, we getting rid of this guy who had the run, who had the spot for the last 15 years. It's a new era. And then it was silence.
That's why I don't agree
and
with
that.
The silence.
I mean, my whole thing. When I mean silence, there's nothing that's charting. When before it was charting, it's like the war. It was like the war. Before we could go in, and we could go and get gas, and not everything was good. After the war, is now we got to pay. So because of the war happening, is why we have to pay. Had the war not happened, it would have been business as usual. This is what I'm saying with the beef. Had the beef not happened, and it got started, everybody would have been cool with Drake still dropping the way he was dropping and doing what everybody was, because that was the norm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the battle happened. It's just like closing off the strait. All right. Now there's nothing coming out. There's not like there's.
That's why
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying there's nothing coming out. What I'm saying is nothing is charting. Nothing. This is the first time in hip hop what since it's been charting that they haven't had a song, right? Like this was major news during this period.
It was, but again, we got to realize these damn, how could I what you call it? This is what they want you to hear. This is what they want to tell you. They're gonna push the narrative they want, and and what they're saying supposedly numbers wise is not wrong. But what I'm saying is, again, it goes to what's success to you. I don't give a fuck if the shit didn't hit hip hop 200. How many of those artists that put out music actually own that shit and it's theirs? That's what I care about.
See,
they might not have did the numbers or these $1 billion of sales, but that
goes back to what you're saying.
Right.
If you own it and it's worth nothing, then you can have it.
No, that's not what I said. If you own something that's worth nothing, it's shit. But if you own 1% of something, it's worth something. That's what I said. But what I'm saying is, some of these artists, like Meek Mills, I forget when he put out that album. I think it was last year, right? He dropped the album that everybody's he didn't even sell 10,000 copies in the first week. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
No, it was 2 years ago. It was him and Ross. It was 28. They sold 28,000.
Right. Oh, but see, I didn't know it was Ross. I was thinking it was independent. But let's say it was independent. He did good if it was independent.
It was independent.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
But
let's just say.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
No, go ahead. Ask your question.
No. Because I'm glad that you said Meek, because he did the independent route. Do you know what Meek is in the news for now?
What?
He's saying he's blackballed from the labels.
Yeah, because he's used to getting that certain. Again, he's relating his success to what his success used to be. If he went, I don't even know how else to say this, bro. You could go get some. Let's talk about. You go get the merch on consignment, right? You could go to the store and get the merch, and they charge you $10 a shirt, and then you got to go sell it for $15, and you only make $5 profit on every shirt. Or you could go buy the shirt, invest the $5 up front, spend $5 to do it. Now you got $10 into it. You know what I mean? Now you go sell it for $15. Now you make $5, but $5 is all yours. You didn't have to put anything up. You know what I mean? Like, it's 100% profit. Now, mind you, I gotta say this because a lot of people be thinking, "Oh shit, she's gonna be great." There is money that got to go out to make the money, which you alluded to earlier. So yeah, you're not making the buku dollars, but again, the value is in ownership. So once you realize what this ownership is, and once you realize what that value is to you, you can now set a price on it. And now you know, like I just told somebody 5-10 minutes ago before, actually it's about an hour ago now. Once you know the goal, you know where you're shooting at. You know what I mean? So if you're sitting here, and let's say I go press about album, I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, yo, son, I'm going to just go to streaming sites. And the shit only gets 5 plays. Let's just say, because there's a lot of artists, let's keep it a buck. Yeah, I hope y'all keep it a buck with yourself. Y'all not smacking the shit out of yourself. Some of y'all not getting more than 1,000 plays on the whole album. Right. If you went and got 10 sales, you made more fucking money. I don't know how simple I could say that shit. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
My whole thing is, I'm glad you said Meek, because Meek had the majors. He had the push. Mm-hmm. Then he went independent. Now, in this moment, he wants to go back to the majors. There's a reason why. Maybe the grass wasn't as greener on the other side.
Could be. I don't believe it.
I mean, my whole thing is, there's a reason why he wants to. There's a reason why he's upset that he's not getting the opportunity to sign with a major. That because he's voicing it. That's coming directly from him. So now, whatever it may take for him to like fix that,
he need to make some new music that don't sound like the first shit he put out. Did I say that shit out loud? My bad.
Well, yeah, he has to evolve. I mean, it happens. Nah, it happens. No, absolutely. I just know what he's looking for now. Like he's got to stop. The big deal.
I wish I could talk to Meek. I wish I had his number. Like, yeah, bro, stop. You relating the success you had with the fucking label to what you're doing right now, because it's not the same. You talking about a fucking shark swimming with fucking with goldfish, bro. You're a goldfish right now. Like, you're independent. You're a fucking goldfish. You got to grow up to be that fucking shark. Like, yo, salute to Tech Nine. Like, Tech Nine is the proven factor. Master P's the proven factor. Lil Baby. Like, there's so many artists like this who, not artists and labels who seen the ground and the value and what value is. Like, yo, bro, we get caught up on this illusion of some shit that we own nothing of, and we think it's something because we're making some money. That the money is not the fucking thing. It's the value in it. Like, I told somebody else the other day. Some people own houses, right? Believe it or not, the land your house sits on is worth more than your fucking house.
Absolutely.
The land is the value, not the fucking structure you put on it. It adds to it, don't get me wrong, but it's the land, it's the ownership in something. Like, you know, like I got people buying up land just to buy land, Shaw. And I'm sitting here and I question them, like, yo, what the fuck are you just buying trees for, bro? Like, I don't understand. 10 years later, I understand.
Nah, I get that. Nah. Absolutely. Let's switch it up gears a little bit. I don't know if you've seen this. Man pleads guilty to assisting in murder of Jam Master Jay. So I guess his case is gonna end up wrapping up real soon. So those guys are gonna all be caught up. Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. Glad that that is gonna get taken care of and finally put under, right? You good?
Yeah, it
You
took long
muted?
enough. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know it sucks, but no, you good. It sucks, but at least, at least it's getting done. You know, at least somebody's gonna be held accountable for it.
Yeah, I agree
What you
with that.
think? What you think? What you think? I know you heard both of them. What's your thoughts on why the fuck you lying freestyle Remy Mom versus Miss Hustle?
You know, she just
So,
dropped another one on Monday, right?
who Miss Hustle?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't even get that.
Said Mondays is her days. With this one, I'm a little torn apart, and
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, without them saying names and knowing the relations that they had, it's kind of but knowing the situation, I can't say the situation, but knowing some of the situation of what was happening behind the doors, it's kind of believable. But for me, you know, salute to Remy. I like Remy, but salute to Miss Hustle, man. I like the competition in it.
You already know I'm going with Miss Hustle all the way. All the way. I think she's my favorite. So yeah, yeah.
Yo, I remember the studio conversation. Like, yo, y'all gotta watch this. Y'all gotta And to hear you say that, that's dope.
Nah, she's my favorite. I watched her. I want to say the last like 5 or 6 battles, like when they happened. Like I literally was, y'all want to see her rap. You get what I'm saying? So plus we had her on the show.
Yeah, I gotta get it back
So
on. I hit her up not too long ago. She said she with it. We just haven't set a date. I gotta hit her back.
right. So but I did post Remy's freestyle first because
Remy's
I
was,
thought,
you know what's crazy? And I think I told you this. I had Remy's freestyle a day before it even came out.
yeah, no, we spoke about it. You had it more than it was about 2 or 3 days. We sat on it, and that's what happens when niggas don't really pay attention to the message.
It was
Well,
two
you
things.
seen it.
Salute to my cousin who sent it, you know what I mean? But also life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what I had in my possession. Actually, I got another one that I need. And that just reminded me. I just got one today. I got something came in crazy. I gotta go check it out. Go check it out. It's in the inbox.
Okay.
But it's another one that on release. You know what I mean? We got it first. It's just choosing if we want to be those type of, and let the cat out the bag before the world hears
I used to be that type. I used to leak everything.
it.
I'm telling you, I'm a DJ at heart, so I wanted to be the first nigga with it. But nah, I liked Remy's, and then when I heard Miss Hustle, it was like, okay, put on the gloves because I don't want to see Remy rap against Clarissa Shields. That's corny to me. Just like I don't want to see Remy get in a ring with Clarissa Shields. That's corny to me.
Mhm.
What I do want to see is Remy rap. And it's weird because all the people who wanted 50 to rap don't want Remy to rap now.
Nah, I want Remy to rap.
Me too. I think this is especially because this is what she comes from.
Mm.
And there's history. There's they got issues. Let them get him out. Let it out. Let it out. You know, that's how I feel in the name of hip hop. No, just in the name of
Teresa
hip
said, "Who's Miss House? To see a battle rapper? Go
Teresa,
check
we had
out
her on the show, I think once or
Yeah.
twice. We had her
Once.
when she was doing the situation with Jim Jones, right?
Oh, way before the situation.
I
She
think it was
sounded.
in the
I don't even
middle.
know.
I think there
Nah,
was
it was way
something
before.
going on.
Way before. Way before. That happened like a couple years after.
All right. There was
And I don't even know
something.
if she's still in that situation.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think so.
She had just got off one of her big battles, and I forget which one it was when we had on the show. But salute to her. We're gonna get it. Go check out though. She got some dope music and shit. You got one more before we get out of here, Shaw?
Yes, I do. I got a few more actually.
Oh yeah, we ain't got time. You gotta relax. We ain't got time for a few more. We got time for one more.
You want some ignorant shit? Because I got some
Whatever you got.
Nah, I'm not gonna get ignorant. I'm stay focused. We gotta end the month and off in the right thing. Here we go, right here. Your thoughts. Nelly claims he had to face the toughest era ever in rap history and still did his thing. Thoughts?
Something in me want to say, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, you got to remember who was running around during Country Grammar. Who was running around? Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah, crazy summer.
Well, I mean, just in that era, you know, Jay said it. Jay also said it. The only people moving units, Pimp Juice, and us. Mm-hmm. So you got to throw M in that situation.
Oh, now that joint was for. Well, we think it was for Miss Hustle. My bad, Sean.
Do you? And again, I think certain bars. I think there was. I think she tried to kill two birds with one stone. That's what happened.
I'm not gonna sound like I know everything, but I know.
No. I think
I know some shit.
There's certain bars are for certain people. We do know, and in certain bars, but there's bars for a few different people in the song, and then there's bars for people that we may think they're for, but might not necessarily be for. So go back and listen.
You know what? I like those type of diss tracks though. But you gotta sit there and actually decipher.
Yeah, figure it out. I mean, my whole thing is I'm glad that we do our show at the end of the month so we don't look crazy by jumping out the window and be like, nah, because
get to go by a little bit.
Yeah, some people jump right out the window. Yo, it was about and then you know that Monday hit and it's like, oh shit. You know, but Teresa, go check it out. Super dope. Shout out to Fab. Fab did one. It was super dope. Oh, Burl Dollar did one.
Yeah, a bunch of y'all. Salute to Burl. Burl been putting in mad work.
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see it. Those are the ones that I saw. So I got
a joint. I got an unreleased joint with him and Remy. A matter of fact, Remy drops this Friday. Y'all better stop and go play with me. Stop playing with me. New joint. Yo, listen, Remy, you don't drop, I'm leaking it. This Friday. I don't know what time, but something. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If it don't drop this Friday, Saturday morning, I'm leaking it. So y'all gonna get something from Remy this weekend.
My nigga, you can't be going around leaking people shit.
Huh?
I'm just saying you can't be going around. Niggas get stabbed for that shit. You see what happened to Un? Don't act like
if he don't okay, drop nigga. By Friday, you're gonna get it from me on Saturday.
Yo, listen.
Go to his page. As a matter of fact, go tell him I said that. If y'all friends with Remy, y'all go send that friend request, and if y'all not, go send it now and let him know. Yo, the RecBoys said if you don't drop by Friday, Saturday they bootlegging it and it's out anyway.
I'm gonna have to tell Chris that he gotta be on point.
Chris who?
Chris Rodriguez.
6'7" I'm telling you.
No, nigga, no. I'm just saying, my nigga, you can't be just dropping nigga shits. This ain't back in the day. We too far away to form like Voltron. Niggas is serious about their craft, my nigga.
If Remy don't drop Friday, I'm dropping it Saturday.
Okay.
We bootlegging that shit. I'm telling y'all right now, go to this page, check out the preview. The shit is crazy. And like I said, I got a joint with Burrow too. Fuck around, I drop 2. Remy drop. I'm telling you, Friday.
See, not the bootlegging.
Well, it's not really bootlegging, but yeah.
No, that's what Bunky. He's about to bootleg somebody's shit. He don't understand. He just, Bucky, he just went on for a whole show to tell me how it is important to own your shit. The whole show, Bucky. The whole show, this nigga was talking to me about ownership. And he's about to take the ownership.
He better drop that shit. I've been out here 15 years, man. He dropped a couple projects. Well, actually one, I think. It might have been two. I need another one, man. We're not doing it. Don't drop by Friday. I'm dropping it Saturday, man. I'm dropping two, probably. I don't even know.
Wild boy. Listen.
Y'all cut this up and send this to Remy, man. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah. Don't bootleg nigga shit, my nigga. Don't be bootlegging nigga shit, my nigga. Because I'm not sending you nothing.
Yo, the clock is up. Friday.
Now the roles have been reversed.
It has. I feel like you. You're right.
Listen,
I feel like you.
Listen, if you don't want your producer leaking your shit all up on his talk show, just send it to me. I ain't gonna leak it. I'm gonna let you get your money. Look at you. Look at his face. Yo, what's up? You want to wrap this up? What's happening?
Yeah. I want to say this, man. Some people gonna move like you're invincible, but expect you to treat them like they everything. Meanwhile, they got no love, no loyalty, no effort. But they want your energy on demand. Energy is not a one-way street. We got to start matching energy and vibes. Stop putting people before you. Give them what they give you.
Yeah. I'm with it. I can agree. You should only be obligated to give what you receive. That is the only obligation,
And that don't matter who it is. It could be your cousin, your brother, whoever.
That's whoever. Give what you get, and expect what you give. You know
what's crazy, Shot? Before we get out of here, because you said, I see Pew, I hope you're still tapped in. And I said this shit multiple times, but I heard you said what you said about Dev. How he said you influenced him. Pew was one of those guys for me.
Nice.
He was one of those guys, and I told him this. You know what I mean? I don't know if he believed me, but I say this shit multiple times, and I say it the same way I've said it for years. He showed me there's a way beyond what I was doing, and there was a path to what is a career, and how to build something. You know what I mean? So he personally played a big impact on me. Making the decisions I made to sway out of what I was involved in to go where I was going. So salute to him and salute to you who played those parts in people's lives like that. You know what I mean? And for the people who had individuals like Pew and Shad and other people, make sure you go tell them, man. They got to know the impact that they had on your lives because it means something to them. Because when I had individuals tell me certain shit like that, it meant the world to me. You know what I mean? So make sure we're telling these people that the impact that they played on your life, because again, it wasn't for Pew, bro. I don't know. Honestly, he played, and I don't know if I ever made it to this impactful, but it was a big impact because it was that turning curve in my life where I could have went different ways. You know what I mean? In those conversations, the late night playing spades and watching the atmosphere and watching everybody and understanding what he was doing and how he was doing what he was doing, but mixed in with what. Salute to him, man. I could only appreciate, him putting that time into me. Just those conversations. You know what I'm
saying? Shout out to Pew. He just retired. He just had his retirement party.
Yeah, I know. I would have retired with him this year if I stood in that shit. He's still longer.
Yeah, he's way past, but he did a good job, man. Shout out to Pew. Pew always had love. That's super dope. Listen, you never know who you can inspire. So always inspire to be great. All right. That is our time for tonight. So we are out. All right. Deuces. Easy. Till next week.